so I wanted to do a quick video just to kind of tell you guys what to expect and welcome you into the team. Thank you so much for trusting us into being your team that you joined, Team Fit Addicted. I know it can be super overwhelming, you guys. I remember when I first signed up, it was back in 2009 and I was 22 years old and I signed up and I was sitting at my parents' kitchen table and I shut my laptop real fast and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I just signed my life away, right? Like you just don't know what to expect. And there's so many different resources and you get added into the team groups and you get the welcome email and you get, all this stuff and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. And I want to tell you guys, it's completely normal to feel overwhelmed, okay? I did every single coach who comes into this business because it really is a new world for you. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, okay? Just take a deep breath and know that the overwhelmed feeling will go away, okay? So deep breath, okay? Deep breath. Now I have a list of stuff that I want to go through. Sorry, I just dropped my pen. But I have a list of things that I want to make sure that I go over with you so that I can help you kind of focus on the right things that you need to over the next couple of days, okay? So the first thing, you guys, is I want to make sure you guys know you don't have to do everything and you don't have to know everything your first week, okay? Like I said, this is all very brand new to a lot of you guys, and some of you guys came in through challenge groups and you know how those run. Others, you haven't even really been through a challenge group and you just see the business opportunity of this and you're like, I don't know what to expect. And as you start watching these training videos, I really want to encourage you guys, because we have a self-led group, to apply the things that you're learning as you're learning it, okay? We tried our best to keep it as simple as possible, but there is a lot of information, okay? And the most important part of this entire business is you, your mindset, your journey, and being able to share that with other people. Okay, so you're not going to know everything within the first week. You're probably, even 8 years into the business, I still don't know everything, you guys. I'm still learning. I'm still adapting. I'm still trying new things. Okay, so just give yourself a little bit of wiggle room and say, okay, I'm gonna give myself 3 months. Okay, 3 months to just kind of get used to being a coach. Now, this doesn't mean that I don't want you to start building your business before those 3 months. What I want to make sure you know is I want you to just give yourself 3 months to get used to being a coach and posting on social media and inviting people, okay? And something that was really important for me to hear is my coach said to me, be here in 1 year. Okay, and so I told myself, okay, so if I can hustle for a year, once I got real serious with my business, I'd already been a coach for 2 years, and I kind of sat in the, the background and said, I'm not really going to work this business, and I finally made that decision, and I said, okay, I'm going to hustle for a year. And when I hustled for that year, you guys, I was able to walk away from my full-time job, okay? Now, I'm not saying that you can't do it before then, and I'm not saying that it's going to not take you longer. It all depends on what you're willing to put into it, what your goals are, how hard you're willing to hustle, okay, in order to achieve whatever goals you want to achieve. But it is possible, okay? But you want to give yourself a year. This is a business, okay? It's not something that, it takes off and you make, $5,000 your first month. I mean, I'm sure there has been some people who have done that, but I wasn't one of those, okay? And if you're not, that's okay too, okay? It's going to be the kind of business that builds on top of each other, okay? So what you do every single month, every single day, every single week, compounded together will give you the results that you want with your business, okay? So the other thing that I want to make sure you guys know is, if you're one of my personally sponsored coaches, you get a getting started right call with me. So once you watch this video and you're like, okay, I kind of, once I go through the checklist that Meg has for me, I want to talk to Meg on the phone and I want to figure out how I can help my first couple people, or how I can get some coaches signed up on my team, or how I can get my Shakeology paid for, or just focusing on your own health and fitness journey and making that your sole thing for the first couple months. We all have different goals and that's okay, but I want to be able to talk to you one-on-one and figure out those goals so that I can help you and we can know what kind of pace you want to do. Because I'm your mentor, okay? I'm not a micromanager. I'm your mentor. I'm here to help you with whatever you want to achieve, okay? So whether you want to walk, whether you want to run, whether you want to sprint, whether you want to jog, I'm here right next to you needing your effort. Okay, so make sure you reach out to me just through a text message and let me know that you want to set up a getting started right call, okay? So what you can expect from me. So like I said, I'm not a micromanager. I'm not going to chase you down. If you go MIA, I can't leave the pack, the rest of the team, and come chase after you. And I hope you guys don't take that the wrong way, but it's not fair to the team and the people who really are showing up and building a business and deserve my time and have earned my time for me to go and chase someone who maybe doesn't want it as much, okay? And like I said, we all have different goals, okay? We all have different goals. It took me 2 years to decide that this was a business that I wanted to do after signing up as a coach. And I really respected the fact that my coach didn't shove it down my throat. You know, I knew that she was there for me once I made that decision, but she wasn't like hounding me to make sure that I was, you know, still doing what I should be doing, okay? So I'm your mentor. I'm here to help you as much as I possibly can. You'll have my cell phone number. You can text me questions. You'll have the team groups. You'll have the resources. So you don't have to feel like you're alone on this journey, okay? I think that's a lot of people's biggest fears is that you're going to sign up and you're alone. You're not alone, okay? But like I said, I also can't chase you, okay? The other thing I want to make sure I pointed out, you guys, sorry, I want to make sure I don't miss anything because I like to overtalk, but you're your own CEO, okay? How cool is that? You're your own CEO, meaning you own your own business, you guys, your own health and fitness business now. The cool thing about that is that you get to set your work hours. You get to set how hard you hustle or how slow you take things. You get to set all of that, okay? But you also have to know that this is a business. And if you want it to grow to be a part-time income, a full-time income, pay off debt, bring your spouse home from work, bring yourself home from work, you're going to have to hustle, okay? And you're going to have to treat it like a business. If it's treated like a hobby, it's going to pay like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, it's going to be paid like a business. The other cool thing about this business is that it doesn't take 12 hours a day to build, okay? I tell new coaches, if you can put in 2 to 3 hours spread out throughout the day, if you're wanting to run or sprint, that's definitely enough. If you're someone who wants to take it a little slower, 1 hour a day is totally fine, okay? All your choice, okay? The other thing, you guys, is making sure that you're staying engaged. I'm hoping that every single one of you guys are in a current challenge group. If you're not, reach out to your upline or reach out to me if I'm your coach and get into a challenge group, because it's really important to have, you know, a challenge group atmosphere to stay accountable to your own health and fitness goals. Because as a health and fitness coach, you guys, we have to progress. No, you don't have to have like washboard abs and, you know, bulging biceps and all that stuff in order to help people. I still don't, okay? I still don't. But we do have to show people that we're progressing and we're actually using the programs and the products. We're drinking our Shakeology. We're doing the, you know, the portion fix containers. We are doing our workouts and moving from one workout to the next, okay? Because people are going to be watching you. And if you're not doing that, why would they want to work with you? Okay, so make sure you're staying engaged with the challenge group as well as in the team groups and team trainings. So if you're one of my personally sponsored coaches, you got added to a little message thread on Facebook or a Facebook group, and I am asking questions and holding my new coaches accountable to the training through those groups. So make sure that you're staying engaged, you're getting your questions asked, and no question is stupid, okay? Because if you have the question, someone else most likely does too, okay? And they were maybe too nervous to ask. So when you ask that in that little group, you're going to be helping other people, okay? I got to figure out who rang our doorbell. Okay, a couple more things, you guys. Okay, so I've been around the block a couple times, okay? I've been a coach for 8.5 years, guys. I've gone through a lot of ups and downs. I've messed up a lot. But I think that the reason that I've been successful is I haven't been afraid to try, okay? You just have to try, you guys. I know it's scary to share, you know, before and afters on Facebook. I know it's scary to be vulnerable. I know it's scary to invite people to join you when you're like, I really still don't know what I'm doing. But you just have to trust trust me. You just have to take that leap of faith and try, because through trying, you're going to find what works and what doesn't work, okay? If I showed you guys messages I sent from when I was a brand new coach, you guys would laugh your heads off. But I had to do that in order to learn what worked. And what worked the best for me is just being myself, not scripting myself, but just sharing my journey and, just sharing what I love about this business, okay? So the last thing that I wanted to make sure that I shared you guys, actually two more things, is that with this business, you guys, there's going to be sacrifice, okay? So whether you work full-time or you're a stay-at-home mom or you go to school or whatever, you're working multiple jobs and you're a wife and a mom, like wherever you are, this business can fit into your life, okay? We have what we call power pockets. And when you get your to-do list as a coach, just simple things that you should be doing every single day, you can break them up throughout the day. It's not like a time that it has to happen, okay? But you're going to have to sacrifice. I had to sacrifice sleep. Okay, so I had to wake up early. I didn't have kids yet, and I wasn't married yet, but I had to wake up early before I went into work and got some work done, okay? And then I would have to stay up a little later at nighttime and not sit and watch TV and chill out with my then boyfriend, now husband, because I wanted this business to grow, and I knew that I had to sacrifice, okay? And my coaches who work full-time or have children or whatever, you need to look at where you can work this business. If you're working full-time, it has to be before the kids wake up in the morning, before you go into work, okay? Or at lunchtime, or, after work while your husband's making dinner, or in the car before you even walk into the house from being at work. I have some coaches who don't even get out of their car. They just park in their driveway or down the street and work from their phone, which is another cool part of this business, that you can work it from anywhere and on your phone. But they would just sit there in the car and get their work done and then go in and be with the family, okay? So, you can fit it in really anyway, or after the kids go to bed. If you're a stay-at-home mom, nap time and asking for help. When I first had Tenley, I had to have my parents come over or have a cousin come over at nighttime or during the day just to watch her for a little bit and play with her while I got some work done. Now I have a babysitter that comes a couple times a week when Kirk's not home to get that work done, because I know that I have to sacrifice that time in order to continue to help you guys and continue to build my business that I love so much, okay? So sacrifice is inevitable, okay? But some of the sacrifices, like the sleep and all that stuff, will change once you hit your goals and build this business to where you want it to go, okay? So it's not always having to sacrifice those things, okay? The sacrifices kind of change. So the National Wake Up Call, there's 2 calls that I want you guys to listen in on every single week. Now they're recorded. So if you work full time and you can't listen to them live, I rarely can go listen to them live, because I'm either helping Tommy with breakfast or I'm doing something else, and I know that it's recorded, so I can listen to the recording. But if you can get on live, it's a cool atmosphere. You can use it, you can listen to it by either dialing 832-225-5055, and you'll be able to get the live one at Mondays, 11 a.m. EST is the National Wake Up Call, okay? Or on the Team Beach Body 411 website on Facebook, the Facebook page, Team Beach Body 411. The reason that's kind of weird is because we just started doing it, so it's not so easy for me to remember that in my mind. But they record it live, okay, on there, so you'll be able to see people's faces and everything, which is really cool. Or you can download the podcast app. You just download the podcast app, search for Team Beachbody, and you'll find all of the recordings of the National Wake Up Calls from like the last, 6-7 months, which is really cool, maybe even longer. And you want to make sure you listen to those guys, you guys, because they get the top coaches on there, and they give all of the information that not all of the information, but a topic that they're crushing in their business. They come out and give you actionable steps to apply to your business. That's the one call that I have listened to for the last 8.5 years and have never missed one. Yes, I listen to the recording majority of the time, but I always schedule when I'm going to listen to it. okay? The other call is the team hardcore call. We are Team Fit Addicted, but my upline, Janelle, is the team hardcore, okay? And her calls are so amazing. She gets top coaches on there. She's speaking, giving their top tips. Those are Thursday at 12 p.m. EST, also recorded so you can listen to them at any time. Both calls usually run between 30 to 45 minutes. Some of my coaches listen to them on the way home from work, or when they're getting ready in the morning, or making dinner, or things like that. If you can sit down and actually listen and take notes, I would prefer that, but sometimes you gotta fit it in, okay? Last thing, you guys, and I think this is probably the most important part, okay? So I said this business is built off of consistency, okay? And if you read The Compound Effect, it'll make a lot of sense. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. But I want us to think of this, okay? So we all are on our health and fitness journeys, right? I'm hoping we are, okay? So whether you have 5 pounds to lose, 30 pounds to lose, no weight to lose, but you're just like, I just want to, get a little healthier and have, stronger arms to be able to carry my babies, or whatever our goals are, okay? We've all been on that journey, okay? And I want you to think about when you first started that journey, okay? And that first day you show up, you get your booty handed to you by either Shanti or Autumn or Megan Davies or Sagi or whoever, okay? And you're like, man, that workout was so hard, but you're like on fire, right? You're like, this is like so cool. And you're pretty focused on your nutrition for this first day, and you crush it. And you wake up the first day, you're not gonna see your abs look that different. You're not really going to see the scale drop 10 pounds overnight, right? I hope not. You're probably going to see maybe very small changes, okay? Very small changes. But after a week of being consistent with those behaviors on your fitness goal, you look back and you're like, okay, wow, yeah, I'm down like 2 pounds. My ultimate goal is 50 pounds, but I'm down 2 pounds in a week. Okay, so if I can stay on this consistent behavior of working out and eating healthy, I'll get to my goal. This business is the same way, you guys, same way. Day after day, you might not feel like you're moving, okay? But when you look back a week later of being consistent, you can say, you know what, I can see that the likes on my posts are going up. Okay, or the comments on my posts are going up, or I'm sharing more about myself, or I'm starting to kind of get into the routine of doing the coaching thing. Okay, and then 2 weeks and 3 weeks and 3 months later, you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, I've had my first couple clients and I'm helping them get results now. Maybe you have some coaches signed up by then. Okay, 6 months later, you've hit diamond. 6 months later after that, you're at 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, however fast you want to go. And it all started with those consistent behaviors every single day, that from day to day, you feel like you're not seeing any progress, not seeing any change. But when you look back a year later, you will be so surprised at everything that you've been able to accomplish, not only in the business, but in your personal life. For me, coaching, I won't cry, but it really has done more than just the business side of it. It's turned me into this person that I never thought I would ever be. I came into this business very broken from a pretty bad relationship. And I was pretty torn down and didn't have any confidence. And through this business, through the personal development side of it, through the relationships, through the fact that I get to help people and have like one of the most rewarding jobs ever, my confidence has gone back up in the kind of person that I am. And I've been able to treat Tenley and hopefully our future children that they don't have to settle, that they don't have to settle because they're watching us. Okay, so I'm super excited to have you on the team. Make sure you keep going through the checklist. Make sure you reach out to me or the coach who signed you up for Getting Started Right call. I hope this was helpful. Any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll talk to you later.